We're live.
Hey guys, we're live.
So
What's happening? I want to put this on my Instagram so you guys on Instagram will know we're live, but where is the link for it?
this is how each live session should start, with us like struggling to get our shit together.
Oh, yes, there it is.
So I'll entertain everyone while Whitney does the work. It should probably be the opposite, but she chose this job, not thinking that I could get it done.
I chose what job?
To find the link and text it to yourself.
I know, I found it fast.
I know, but nobody cares about me. They care about you.
I know. Hi, guys.
I just said that so people would then say, no, we care about you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here it goes. I got it.
Maybe we should keep our sounds on. Funny story. My parents are here visiting. Sounds on. Oh no, I can't have that. Can't have that. Can you fix that?
Okay, hi guys. Okay. Copied.
That was one of the worst things of all time. Why are we taking a picture here?
Okay, guys, we're live on YouTube. Swipe up to watch.
Content. Swipe content.
Love you guys.
Okay. Oh, Alexandra's here. Love her. Alexandra, what do you think of the title? Whitney.
Yeah.
This is crazy. There's so many Whitneys.
Okay. So, you guys.
Wait, I want to tell a quick story about my mom.
Okay.
My parents are here. My mom's in the other room. She might be listening and come join us. Sorry, I have a hole in my shirt. It's from the dryer. And we were taking a nap, and she's the only person on earth whose phone is not on vibrate, and she has a clown nose honker as her alert. So we're all trying to sleep, and it goes, what's the sound like? It's like, right, Mom? Mom? See, that's her. All right, so welcome to... no, it's okay, Mom. Timmy's looking like he lost weight. First comment I even looked over.
Oh, shit. Did you?
So I'm going to let Whitney do a lot of the talking, but I just need to get some house cleaning out of the way. We were supposed to do 9 questions. Whitney and I had a whole discussion about it. She said, I'll take care of it. So that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Timmy's parents came into town, and he went to work, and I was then responsible for the kid and for his parents, and I forgot to do it. So I'm sure everyone here can cut me some slack.
Consistency is key.
I've got a lot on my plate.
Consistency is key. That's not going to happen. You guys will be deprived of that, but that's fine. We can do it all here. We just finished filming stuff for this Thursday's video, which hopefully will get up on time. And we're here live to take your questions. I'm going to point the thing at Whitney and read the questions, and you can start answering them.
Okay, sounds good.
And then Sonny's taking a nap. Maybe he'll wake up. We'll get him at the end if we go for a while. And then my parents are here, so if you have any questions for them, we can bring them in, and that will be hopefully a funny disaster. Okay. Let's switch seats.
Why?
So I can be on this side.
Okay.
Why? Better. Okay, who do we have here? Sorry about the hole in my shirt. All right, so we'll just start taking some questions. How was Sonny's birthday party?
Sonny's birthday party was really fun. We just had some family over, little intimate gathering because I couldn't handle the whole thing. But it was really, really nice. We just did a little thing outside. We had tacos, cheese plate, cake, pool.
It was a lot of work.
It was a lot.
We were working our ass off all day, and then I enjoyed myself at the party. I mean, it went by pretty quick. I
did too. I was hungover from the night before because Sonny shares a birthday with my younger sister Paige, and she was having drinks, and we went to drinks after a dinner of drinking like 3 glasses of wine. So I would say I had like a bottle and a half of wine on Friday night on my own. And Did not feel good yesterday. Woke up like, I cannot believe we're about to plan and work on Sonny's birthday party in 90-degree weather. But I napped while he napped, which I have never almost done. And woke up, I guess, ready to go. Didn't have any drinks at the party, which I feel proud of because usually hosting makes me want to drink. I don't love to host. Timmy loves to host.
Do I?
Anyways, that's how his birthday party went.
Are you still feeling like you only want one, or hitting the 1 year milestone change how you feel? Speak on it.
It definitely has made me feel a little bit different. I feel like one is becoming such a fun age, and it's not as intense as him being a baby. And so it makes me feel like hopeful. I still feel that if I do have a second, I know it's going to be insane and crazy. But the year does kind of go by quickly, and like, I think we can handle it.
Alexandra, are you here? What's a super chat? Let us know. Curious. I'll read the questions,
Okay.
lady. How do you guys discipline? Do you use a timeout method? I think that's a great question, and I think we should do an entire chapter on it about discipline. But we can talk about it now. I don't even think you and I have like fully had this.
No, I mean, I don't even really know when discipline is supposed to come into play.
Are we too dark? Okay.
I don't know if it starts now. Does disciplining start now? It feels a little bit young. I definitely will say no to him or take things away from him that aren't safe, but
I'm trying to do as much explaining as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it funny when my mom used the term mansplaining last night?
Yeah. Is that like a millennial term? Or?
That's a new one. It's definitely new. Like even saying things I know that he doesn't understand yet. Ziva was saying that, the language you use now will be the language that he learns. And so.
And that he'll trust you if he's used to it now, starting from now.
Yeah, like he hates being on his changing table now. So I'm always like, Sonny, I have to change your diaper because I know that you'll be uncomfortable if you're in a wet or dirty diaper all day. So like, even though this might be uncomfortable right now, like I have to do it because it'll be better in the long run. And I know he doesn't know what like long run means, but I try and just
explain to him the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes them trust you because then you're explaining it to them and then they realize that everything is okay or that it will be okay. And then that you start to have a rapport with them where when they're acting out, you can explain to them what's going on and they trust you to know that you're doing it for the right reasons. Do you know what I'm saying?
I was reading the comments.
Oh, okay.
But I love you. Okay. I love Sonny's hair. Do you plan to let it grow or cut it? That's from Megan Childress. Thank you, Megan.
As of right now, I have no plans on cutting it. It's too amazing. It's starting to get in his eyes though, so I put it back in the little man bun if you guys have seen, but no plans on cutting it yet.
Is there any food that he doesn't like?
A lot.
What that is?
Picky.
What that was from DeMay 12.
He doesn't like anything that doesn't have any flavor. So, we've tried to give him veggies and stuff, and he doesn't really want a lot to do with it. He eats chopped up steamed carrots, chopped up grilled chicken. He likes veggie burgers chopped up. He didn't even like the chocolate chip pancakes Timmy made for him on his birthday. Loves fruit. What else are we giving to him? Beets.
Yeah, it's kind of all just we're still
French
in
toast.
Trial and error phase.
Yeah, he wanted nothing to do with those eggs this morning. If it's like squishy for him, like mother, like son. Sorry.
Okay, we'll take another question. Someone was asking about having a second child, and what do you tell people when they ask you?
I just say I don't know.
So let's
role play.
Yeah, you be you and I'll be someone else.
A stranger.
Yeah.
Okay.
You start.
Okay.
Oh my God, Whitney from the hills. When are you gonna have another baby?
I really don't know. We're so happy right now, and I just
What do
feel
you
like
mean you don't know?
I'm waiting till the moment where I get that urge to want to try again.
But like, don't you want to just have like another like little baby to love?
Not necessarily.
Am I being too personal for just running into someone on the street?
No, but
So tell me all your innermost feelings.
no, after I filmed that video and shared it with you guys, so many of you said that there's no pressure to make a decision right now, that I don't need to know right now. And so I have come to terms with that and haven't made a decision, and I'm not trying to pressure myself to make one.
I'm sorry, I was texting. I have to go keep running my errands, but thanks for telling me. We're role playing.
Okay, I'm confused.
I was the lady on the street.
Okay.
Game over. All right. Do you have any stroller shopping advice?
Yes.
You do?
I do not know all the newest and greatest strollers out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say,
Teresa Cervantes, what up, girl?
Get a stroller that you can easily, when he's sitting in it, move his direction so that he's out of the sun. Right now, we have this situation where if we want to get him out of the sun, I literally have to pick him in his entire seat up, turn him around, and it's very heavy. Timmy threw out his back doing it. It's a terrible scenario.
I'm fine now.
There should be a situation.
What? Alexander just gave us $10. Sorry.
There should be a situation where this. Can you film me for a second?
Yeah, but we got to figure out what that was.
This just easily moves to there, and then all of a sudden it's switched without me having to manually and pick this up with Sunny in it, which looks easy right now, sort of. I can't even do it, and Sunny's not in it. And then switch like that. When it's hot and you're out and about.
Now he fell. Now he's fell.
So get a stroller that you can easily get him out of the sun. That's what I would say is my biggest advice. What
was the sound effect that you made? Do it again.
I don't remember. That's what Sunny does.
Okay, you take over. I got to read this.
Okay. All right. Do you ever use a baby carrier? We used it once when we were traveling with Sunny at the airport. And Timmy didn't really love it, but we haven't used it since. The baby carriers.
Oh, I liked it because you have both your hands
free,
but it gets hot. I don't know. Wait, so Alexandra says Super Chat is a way to show Whitney and Tim some love and pin your comment. Her question is, was there a moment you felt ready for kids? I haven't felt it yet at 28. Is it going to hit me one day? That's Alexandra's question, and she pinned it so it's all yellow and we can see it. So if you guys want to do the same thing, that sounds great for our family.
Okay, Alexandra.
Good question.
I think it's different for every person, which is not a very empowering answer. However, I will say this. I never felt it either. There was never a moment where I felt like I was to have children or I was meant to be a mom. I knew Timmy wanted to have kids. I knew, like, in theory, I wanted to have kids.
You knew, like, society wanted you to have kids.
And I just felt like there's no time like the present. So I went off my birth control. No, I never had that ding moment, that, like, aha Oprah moment where I was like, oh, like, let's do it.
Should we get Oprah on the show?
And so it was just like we had been married for a year and we were like, okay, I'm like 31 or I don't remember. And I got off my birth control and we got pregnant. And that was it. And I wasn't like ecstatic when I found out I was pregnant. I was scared out of my mind.
And you weren't like ecstatic when Sonny was born. You were still scared out of your mind.
Yeah.
Like, not to speak for you and correct me if I'm wrong, but like that moment that you see in the movies never happened for you. Maybe it happens for some people, but it just didn't happen. And now as Sonny is starting to have personality and making faces that Whitney makes, and she's really seeing herself in him and seeing the work that we've done manifests itself in him, like it's been a game changer for her.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Expound.
No, you just said it so eloquently.
All right, next question. When was the first time you left Sonny overnight? This is from Sydney.
2 months after he was born, a month and a half.
You had to
I
go
had to
somewhere for work.
yeah, I had to go to New York for work, and I had to leave for 24 hours. Honestly, judge me if you guys want to.
What?
But it
Don't
was
judge.
fine for me. Like, I was okay. I was so overwhelmed after 2 months. I was so
You needed a break a bit.
exhausted. I was kind of relieved I had something else to do. And while the pumping on the plane and the breast milk and the whole situation was really complicated and annoying, I was happy to be away for a little while. And I felt that each time we've gone away. We've gone away a lot just because I have work that takes me to other places, and we had a wedding, and I have really tried to just stay in the moment and be grateful and thankful for what we get to do, as opposed to feeling the guilt, which is, you would think, knowing me, that that's how I would feel, but I don't, and that's why I'm not gonna like fight it and feel bad about it. I feel guilty about enough. I don't have to feel guilty about going on vacation and not missing Sonny every second.
Yeah, that's totally.
We're going away this weekend to a wedding, and
Life still happens. Do you love Sonny?
Yes.
Do you have, like, if you go away for a second, doesn't mean you don't? No.
No.
And I think anyone who says differently,
if I knew going away meant he was going to be like
in trouble, we wouldn't go away.
Yeah.
We'd take care of it.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting question from Christine L. She asked, do you guys track your followers? Are you afraid of losing followers? Or I guess a better question is, do you even care, or are you doing this for fun? LOL. And let me try and clarify a bit, because I think it's an interesting question, maybe not necessarily about parenthood, but we're not, I mean, I think this is fun to do, but this is work. This is what Whitney does for a living, is the way she engages with her followers. So I think it's important for everyone to know that this is what you do for a living and kind of how that works in a way.
Yeah. So I think that there's a way for you to do both things, and that for it to be okay. Just because I do this, just because I engage in social media as my job, doesn't mean that it also doesn't serve a greater purpose.
What do you mean by that?
So,
like, you're not just on here showing your life to get followers and validation. Like, there's a purpose to what you're doing.
100%. There's the greater purpose is to be there for you guys, and to share my experience, so that so many people who feel like me don't feel alone. I didn't know that that's what was going to happen when I started this. I
think when we realized that that was sort of the happy benefit, we felt responsible to kind of keep that up.
Yes, definitely. So now it has become, it's a little bit of a job, because we have to have like some sort of schedule, and you guys expect it at a certain time, and we want to be consistent.
We want to do a good job.
Yes, we want to do a good job. We want to make it look nice and blah, blah, blah. Someone's at the door.
Okay, I'll get it.
But
probably just keep going. But we don't, I mean, we're also not like living and dying by every follower. Like,
yes, but I'm not one of those people that like has those apps. Who's here? Oh, okay. I'm not one of those people that tracks my followers. Like, I don't have that follow app or follow app where I see how many people I'm losing a day or blah, blah, blah. But like, I just want as many people as possible to watch, just because I feel like we're doing something cool. But it's not what motivates me to do it.
We're not like counting every last person. But, you know, views and people's engagement is how we afford to live our life. So it is important. I hope that wasn't too much insider info.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. When you argue with one another, do you believe in meeting each other halfway? Do you think one partner should expect the other to change?
So I think Timmy and I are. Actually, let me rephrase that.
Okay.
I'm going to be completely 100% honest here.
You're going to shake the thing?
Sorry. I think I'm all about meeting halfway. I think Timmy sees things very, very black and white sometimes. And he has an opinion about something and will not budge that things aren't so.
Yeah, that's fair.
He thinks things like should or should not be a certain way, and sometimes he struggles with the gray area. Whereas, and he doesn't want to just like say sorry or compromise for the sake of compromising just to make things easier. He'll keep going and he'll keep trying to explain himself until he thinks I've actually changed my thinking into thinking that he's right.
Yeah. I mean, that's
like he thinks he gets on these things where he thinks he's so right that like he really truly needs to believe that I think he's right. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. And he can tell when I don't. And then at that point we need to just be like, okay, we're just going to agree to disagree here. I think I'm better at compromising.
I agree.
And just being like, okay, I feel this way, you feel that way, let's just move on. Whereas he's like, but I don't see how you could possibly even feel that way.
I think you've made your point.
Okay. Marriage counseling. Thanks, guys.
Well, I agree. I call it blame sharing. Sometimes you get into a fight and the fight ends when everyone says, well, I'm sorry for doing this and I'm sorry for doing that. And I think that there are fights when both people are on the wrong and it's time to blame share.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's other fights where one person just like had an attitude for no reason and should just say sorry and then you should move on. When someone says sorry and knows what they've done wrong, then that should be the end of the fight. But not until the person has like fully understand what they've done wrong will I let the fight end. So anyway, that's my philosophy. And then what was the other thing is, do you think people are capable of changing? I think that's the most important thing. I think if people
in marriage, for sure.
I think if Whitney nor I were capable of changing, then what would be the point in even being together or fighting? Like it's all in my mind, and I think Whitney's mind, an effort to become better people. And so Whitney says, I don't like it when you yell when we fight. Well, then like I need to work on changing that and like a host of other things, I'm sure. Okay, next question. How did you wean Sonny off breast milk? And was he picky about it?
No, he was actually pretty chill about it.
From Paulina Montiero.
We just started mixing the formula we were going to keep him on with the breast milk. Slowly but surely, we were mixing the two things together so that when there was no more breast milk, his system was getting used to the formula.
Someone said just buy boxing gloves. Lol. Deandra Rodriguez. Okay. Let's see. Any other questions? What time is it and where are we?
It's 10:00 a.m. in Los Angeles, California.
Traveling is so important to me and my husband. How do you feel about traveling with Sonny? Do you feel bad about traveling without him? We sort of covered that a little bit. So when this posts, you can go back and watch it. But
we've only traveled with him once and he was 6 months and it was not terrible. But now he's at a whole different, physical phase where he wants to move around and we're about to take him on 4 flights in 2 weeks. So we'll let you know how that goes. But we do feel okay about traveling without him.
How many times a week do you guys see your family? Well, my parents are here. Should we bring them in at the end?
Yeah, sure. We see my family like average once a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least once a week, sometimes more. I mean, Whitney's family, for the most part, they're all here and they're very close and they're super helpful. I think we're really lucky to have that. And,
for sure.
Family is important to them and they all make an effort to see each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that I think we're very lucky to have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the teething toy you got on Amazon? Great call.
That was called Moonjacks. JAX, Moonjacks. It's an awesome thing. Ours is in the freezer right now. So when they're really uncomfortable, you give it to them.
Oh, that's a thing.
Let me go do what they told me to do.
What do you mean? So now I'm just on this by
Remember,
myself?
I told you, but you weren't listening to me before.
Okay, that's fine. I can take care of this. It's a little dark, no? Hello, everyone. It's just me. We didn't go trickle raindrop. We didn't go to Siena in Italy. But I've been there once and it's really great. I'd like to go, and they have that horse race, that like crazy horse race around the circle. All right. I'm just going to read another random comment from Emily Infinger. Timmy, you're hilarious. Thank you. Can't believe I just randomly picked that one. Timmy, did you make the intro for your YouTube video? I love it. No, I wish I had, but I'm not that skilled as an editor. I can't remember who made the one for I Love My Baby Butt, but then my editor at work made the one for Day in the Life, which everyone really likes and I think is great. His name is Travis, and I wonder if Candace is watching right now. Here's one from Lotte de Gias. Hi, Timmy. I know for sure that you and my husband would be friends. Okay. Is he into leisure sports? Do you cook for Sonny, or do you use a baby food subscription from Whitney Eckert? We did get a subscription to the Yumi stuff, which he eats sometimes, but now we're cooking for him a lot and giving him bottles. Aaron Elson asks, has there ever been a time you guys felt disconnected after having Sonny? Whitney and I mean, I don't think disconnected. I mean, we've definitely fought and argued, but we take like the sharing responsibility very seriously and try not to have it so that one person is taking advantage of the other. And I think that keeps us close. Taylor Page Long said, hi, Timmy. Would you mind asking Whitney if she received her silk forget-me-not? I don't. Okay, I will. Yes, Julia, we are making a video for Sonny's birthday. I'm going to work on it right after this and hopefully get it to you guys on Thursday. And it's going to just be all about what he's like at 1 year and how we're all feeling and stuff like that. Advice for a single mom from May Britt Hillstead. I don't know if I'm the one to be giving advice to single moms. I don't know. What's the deal? Is this so dark, you guys? Should we find a better place? Wow, it's a lot of pressure doing this all by myself. Whitney is like having a full-on chat rather than coming back and doing this with me. Sorry. Oh, hey, no problem. Okay, is Sonny napping twice a day? Yes, Sonny naps from 9 till like 10, 10:30, and then from 1 to like 2, 2:30. Veronica Rio says, Timmy, you are so good at reading questions. Thank you. Reading out loud makes me nervous, but I'm doing well so far. Okay. Timmy, you sound weird, like there's an echo. Well, I have a weird voice, and I'm guessing maybe my, I don't know. God, this is tough. Okay. Hi from England. Timmy, you're doing a great job on your own. I would love to hear the story of how you two first met. Have we told that story a bunch of times?
Yeah, a million. Sorry.
We
worked on the show together in New York, the city.
No big deal. Trickle. She's one of our biggest.
On single women who are not moms. I mean, what kind of advice?
No, it wasn't sounding that like a second ago. Does it still sound weird, guys? Okay. People have been enjoying your Wit War stuff.
Thanks. It's been fun. Sometimes it feels like a little bit of pressure, but I'm wearing all these clothes that I didn't remember I had.
What stores do you buy most of Sonny's clothes? You don't really buy Sonny clothes.
No, Riley and Crew have a really cute clothes. I'm starting to get the subscription box by Mac and Mia, where you fill out a questionnaire about your style choices or your style tastes, and they send you a box of of clothes they think that your kid will love. And I'm excited for that because then you don't actually have to go shopping for them. They send it to you.
Someone asked, does Sonny prefer inside or outside? You know what I think Sonny prefers? Every time when we were talking about this yesterday, every time he learns a new skill, crawling, standing up, sitting down, rolling over, whatever it is, he just wants to practice that. And so when you're carrying him, like, he doesn't have the freedom to like do what he wants to do. And so I think just like regular people, like he only wants to be held when he wants to be held, and he wants to, the rest of the time, he just wants to like
be free.
You know,
it doesn't really matter where.
It's all about freedom.
It is right now. It's all about his independence and his freedom. I think he's realizing that he's his own person and he wants to control that.
Okay, what else? My husband and I are looking for baby clothes, and he sees outfits and says that's how they dress Sonny. Well. How would you guys say we dress Sonny? What would you say his style is? Write it in the comments.
I don't even really have a specific
I just flipped the questions on that. It's like YouTube Live next level. You guys, we're so tired. Okay. Boho casual.
Boho casual.
What? $4.99. How do you think you would handle having a child with special needs? Did you ever worry while pregnant? I have 3 with autism. It never crossed my mind.
Wow.
That's a great question.
So it definitely did cross my mind while I was pregnant. I think that it probably crossed most people's mind, and you realize that the most important thing is to have a healthy child over like having a boy or girl or whatnot. But how would we handle it? I mean, it would be incredibly challenging for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we can, like, we don't know obviously what that entails.
Yeah.
But I think to answer your question, like, we would just handle it. Like, we would just do
whatever
what
we
you had
to
to do. Like, it's just like one of those situations where there's not really a decision to be made. Like, you just have to deal. So if it meant, you know, we had to take more time off of work or work more to hire more help, or, you know, not ever play golf again, or whatever the sacrifices you would have to make, I think we would just have to start making them. Not that that makes it any easier. And I hope that sort of answers your question, but I can only imagine how difficult that is, and how much of yourself you have to give up to make that happen. But it is something that a lot of people have to deal with. And I think, you know, one of the things that we learn from having a kid, well, I always think about single moms for some reason and think like, oh my God, how hard it must be for them. But anyone with a kid with special needs, or in any situation that's doing this that isn't as lucky as we are, like, holy shit, it could be even harder, you know? So who was that from?
Our Awesome Life.
Our Awesome Life. Well, hang in there. I'm sure that is a lot of work. Okay, what age gap would you consider to start trying for a second baby? We've done a lot of second baby talk.
We don't know is the answer to your question. I'm so sorry. We don't have the answers right now.
Someone asked if anyone's ever told me I look like John Krasinski.
Yes. Have. A lot.
We look the same with our shirts off.
Timmy, what do you do for me time? My husband and I relocated when I was pregnant, and I feel like he gets no time to himself.
I mean, I used to play golf. I play golf every once in a while.
Timmy doesn't require like that much me time. He went away last weekend with some friends, and they did the sports tournament that they do every year.
I also think like a lot of the things I want to do, like I've folded you into that. So like throughout the day, like whether it's cooking or watching a TV show that I like I've included Whitney enough so that we do it together. And I don't need to like tap out and go like, I need to go drink at a bar and like just be me. It's so dark. Whitney, what do you do besides Pilates? You look amazing right now, and I would love to hook up with you. I added that last line.
Yeah. I was like, what? So I do, what am I doing? Okay, having a 1-year-old is a lot of physical labor. So I just want to put that out there. I spin, I do hot yoga, and I've been doing this dance class called Body by Simone, which is a mix of dance and weights. I did a plate fit class. I'm doing all different things. I'm a member of ClassPass, so I just try whatever's available at the time that I'm free to do it. And yeah.
Whitney, Taylor Page Long wants to know if you're excited about Create Cultivate in Chicago.
I am so excited. Well, I'm so excited to go to Chicago because my sister lives there and I love going to Chicago. But I am also excited to speak on the Create Cultivate panel. I haven't been to one of those in so long. And yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be really great.
Reed S. said, Timmy, best dad joke, go. I don't do jokes. My dad does. Should we get him in here or is he going to freak out?
I don't know if they want to be on it.
Okay. He does jokes.
Tons.
Oh, he just walked in. Dad, we're live on YouTube. You want to just say hello? Oh, he does. Wait until you see this guy. Whoever's out here, come around.
Hi, everybody. Hi, aerial ballet.
No, it's not on the. It's on this camera.
So,
Don't they look like twins?
Yeah. Well, no, us.
Us. I thought you meant me and Whit.
Does anyone have a question for my dad while he's here?
His name is Douglas.
Everyone's just saying hi.
Hi,
See you in the
Dad.
comment.
Hi, Timmy's dad.
I don't have my glasses on.
I'll read it for you.
I'm also illiterate, so that's helpful.
Did your relationship with your own
Someone called you a gilf, Grandpa. I'd like to F.
Really? No. What's your number?
What's your address?
Don't be vague. Don't hold back either.
Sorry. What, Marique, what's your question? Best father advice to raising a good man. Go ahead.
I'll be back in an hour with the answer. Geez, that's a tough one. Go with your instincts, but it depends on, I guess, how you were raised first. So you have certain things that you want your kid to behave like. And if you live it and they're living with you, they see it by example. I guess I can't get more specific than that.
That's good. That's a good answer.
Mm-hmm.
C minus. I got a C minus.
No. How old was he how old were you when you had me?
37.
Old.
You're 37.
I'm 30. I was 35 when I had Sonny. Let's not fight on YouTube Live. Hi, Timmy. This is my question. Did your relationship with your own parents change when you had Sonny? Yeah. I mean,
I asked him the same question, by the way. Good question.
Well, I remember I emailed you the other day about how I felt being a dad, and
I didn't know you did that.
Yeah, well, sometimes you don't know about every single thing that happens.
I sent a long time ago saying, "Don't you feel different?" And you said, "Actually, you felt different when you first met her and moved out west." And that, but I was expecting the second answer that you just sent a couple of weeks ago because after having Sonny, things do change.
Yes, for sure. And just to clarify for everyone, my dad sent me an email and said, are things different now that Sonny was born? Do you want to pull up that chair? Or do you want to kneel uncomfortably?
Kneel before your wife and kiss her ring. Thank you, princess. Yeah.
And I told him that things didn't necessarily change when I had Sonny, because when I decided to move west and marry Whitney, that's when things really changed, because I knew I was going to be responsible and eventually we would have a kid. But I did email my dad and say how fun it's been having a kid, and I don't think that I obviously wouldn't have been able to send that email to him or share that good news with him had Sonny not been born. So definitely our relationship changed in a positive way.
But also, it's like telling somebody words about something you have to experience and they haven't. Mm-hmm. The words don't really mesh until they've gone through it themselves.
Reed S says, how is it to watch your son with his own son?
That's genetically exponentially on steroids. It's amazing because I get to leave at the end of the weekend, first of all, but to see traits not just of Timmy in him, but also of Whitney, who I've only known for a few years, and then something that's
Ooh,
actually
don't
very
shake the table.
individual to Sonny himself. But it's like I once was playing golf with Timmy and Alexis, my sons, and called my dad on the phone. And just having 3 generations like that is awesome. I mean, I'm lucky to have experienced that. I don't know how many people get to do that.
That was a nice time. All right, let's see. Do we have any more? Oh, did Timmy cause a lot of trouble? Do you want to pull the chair over?
No, I want to say yes to that before I do anything.
Did I cause a lot of trouble?
Here, switch with me.
No. Sit. It's a family. I'm afraid of Timmy. I don't want to sit next. No, he was like a kid.
Not true.
He was like most kids. He did great until he didn't, and then that's what kids do. But
What? I didn't cause any trouble. I never really got.
Yeah,
in
he
any
also
trouble.
lies a lot.
No.
He was pretty good. All of our kids were actually pretty good, but I didn't know better because I was never in somebody else's house watching their kids act up. But when I hear back, yes, he was a good kid.
I never got in any trouble. I did,
That's because you didn't get caught.
I didn't get caught, right? So I didn't cause you any grief, but I didn't do anything like that
I
bad.
hate to tell you, but the people I treat in jail just did one thing wrong and they got caught.
Tell them what you do for a living.
I am a dentist in a prison.
He's a prison dentist.
Fascinating.
Yes.
He spent his whole career in his own practice in New York, and then my parents retired to Vermont and Florida, and my dad wanted to go back to work, so he got a job in the Vermont state penal system, which he actually loves.
I do. It's a captive audience, and they're very appreciative. And
But
that's a standard. Don't shake the table. That's a standard line, but it is something.
Dad joke. I wanted Timmy to give a dad joke.
No, but if you want your teeth done, just commit a crime and come up to my prison. We'll be happy.
Yeah.
Commit a crime in the state of
just
Vermont.
get into Vermont.
No appointment needed. No waiting room.
All right. We answered what he does as a career. Oh, Naomi Levy says, I'm applying to dental school. Any advice?
Yes, I hope you have lots of bucks. I hear it's like 250,000 total for 4 years. That's outrageous.
Outrage city.
But it is terrific, especially if you're not interested in medicine, where you are responsible for people's lives if you make a mistake. Dentistry was a terrific profession. I'm glad I went in it. I wasn't always glad during it because it's high tension. But in my job now, where there's very little or no tension, because I get paid by the hour, not by what I produce. It's very rewarding, but it's also very stressful. So be aware of that, so you can balance your act.
Shy. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, my parents are still married. My mom is here.
She's out reading.
She's outside. Do you guys want to? Should we get her?
It's a compulsory book club she's in, and she's not sure.
She's got to catch up on her homework.
Yeah.
This is I Love My Baby Butt Rosenman Family
I'll go get her.
Edition.
You guys stick on. I go to get her some water.
Okay, say bye. Okay. So you got to say bye.
Nice to meet. Bye.
Yeah.
Yes, nice to meet you all. Thanks for the questions, and these guys are great.
Check out my dad's prison dentist vlog.
New point, right? Not yet developed. Still in
it's on its way.
Still in development.
It's okay.
Tomorrow.
I need a pedicure. That's
These
how
are
I
my
want to spend
socks.
some of my me time.
All right, should we wrap this up? 43 minutes in.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent. You guys want to hit the like button?
You guys, we are doing a video on.
Pickle.
Ooh, no big deal. All about Sonny turning 1. Everything he's
Where's my neck
been
at?
up to change your neck.
Yeah, look.
You just
Like where is it?
you don't have a very long neck.
Like my
I
round
have a
head
very
just
long
sits
neck.
on my shoulders.
Look at my neck.
Shay. Yeah, where's mine?
I have a long neck.
Look at that. I got super wide shoulders, and my head is just like a ball on there. Get out of there. All right. As creative people, are you ever looking for different ways to express yourself creatively?
I love to dance.
I dance.
No, Timmy hates to dance.
That's
he
not
doesn't
true.
know though that this wedding we're gonna go to in Aspen this weekend is gonna be dance.
You want to say hi to the people?
central.
All right, we'll keep you out of. Just sit down and I'll keep you out of frame.
I'm gonna get some fruit.
You can't bow out of this. We're
No,
gonna do
I'm
it for
coming
another
right
10
here.
minutes.
I'm
All right.
coming right here.
No, we need help. My mom is sitting down, but she doesn't have any makeup on.
I don't even have lipstick put on.
So we'll just show her real quick. Hi.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hi guys.
Okay. Any questions for my mother? Someone said my beard is covering my neck.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Also.
Okay, mom agrees.
Oh, my.
You should learn the routine from Friends that Ross and Monica does. Okay. Hi, Chris, says Susan Torres or Suzette.
Hi.
So I had some.
All right. What else, guys?
What are we gonna do today?
Someone said, was Timmy a mama's boy when little?
No.
Really?
No, he was very independent.
I wasn't a mama's boy
wouldn't-
or a daddy's boy.
He wouldn't go. You couldn't take him to the supermarket. You couldn't take him anywhere. He refused to go to any store.
What? I
Yeah.
refuse to go to any store.
Any store.
Yeah, but
He
so
would
but
not
you've
go.
become a mama's boy since then.
This is horse
No. it's true.
shit.
What do you mean?
Mom, what book are you reading?
Oh, After the Fire. I keep reading the same paragraphs over and over because I keep starting it again.
Well, that's better than just skipping and pretending like
But I'm in a book club, so I'm supposed to be
yeah,
halfway
it's-
through it already. But it's really good so far.
I should join a book club.
Okay. Is it
Yeah,
hard?
we've got plenty of time.
Is it hard, Mom, living far from a grandchild?
Yes, it's very hard.
Well, you want to elaborate?
Well, she has one in New York. We have
Yeah.
our niece Ruby that you guys have met. We did a whole video with her.
Yeah, just eat a bag of fruit.
And
your
that's in New
breakfast.
York. And she's in New York. And then she also now has Sonny, who's in LA. So I can imagine that it would be very hard to be away from both of them.
It is. The New York, to see Ruby is easier because we're in Vermont and it's 5 hours driving or whatever, and it's easy to do. But they also are in Amagansett, and that makes it 8 hours, and that makes it 3 ferries to do. So that's hard. And then here it's a full day of travel.
Yeah.
And it's exhausting.
It's hard.
And someone asked Mom, do you recommend a little bit of greens? Do you recommend having kids young or later on down the road? Dad, you want to get in here? We can make it a four-shot. Sit. No, you can sit
Really,
next to Mom.
I did my bit.
You guys, this has turned into something so
All right.
exciting.
You're not even in it though. It's around.
Oh, look, I'm good. Dad, sit next to Mom. I got this. Mom, kids later in life?
I don't think it matters.
You want to
Whatsoever.
Whenever you're personally
Speak-
ready.
whenever
speak
you're
on the
ready.
pros and
Yeah,
cons of
yeah.
each?
Well, I think that
Oh, Dad's jumping in.
We weren't terribly young when we
No,
started.
no, we weren't. But then again, look at some people just having their first baby at 40, and somebody says, "Oh, you're not going to be old enough to go to their college." At some point, you're not going to be around. So I think having kids at any age, if it's medically okay, doesn't matter.
I agree. There's pros and cons to both. I think it's such a personal decision
I
when
agree.
you're ready.
Uh,
If you're ready at 25,
That's
have the
word.
baby.
When
If you're
you're
ready
ready.
at 4,
Exactly.
if you aren't ready till 40,
But
and you
some
can get
people
right
don't
now.
know what ready is. You know, what is that feeling?
Yeah.
Is this enough? It's like, but
I never felt exactly ready.
we know that.
I think you should
look
have
look what happened.
kids when you're
You got the
32
perfect
years
baby.
old.
What?
I think you should have kids when you're 32 years old.
Oh.
when I had it.
Did
Yeah.
you just wake up today and think that? Or you
No, but I
always
think
thought
it's
that?
important to like live a decent amount of time as a single person so you can experience that. And when you get married, you're not wondering what if.
Right.
And I don't think you should wait until you're too old so you can be young and vibrant with your kid as much as
Some
possible.
people
But
want to
you're
have
37.
kids,
I wish I was a little younger.
Okay.
when they're young and want to have them, like every 15 months or close together
Yes.
so that they can raise, and they don't mind having 3 in diapers and stuff like
But-
that. So that's fine. That's their decision, and I think that's great. That's not what I chose, but
each their own.
And the
Exactly.
difference,
What
Timmy,
you're
between
comfortable
Talk to
you
one
and me
another.
is that I was 37 when I had my last child. You're 37 when you had your first child.
Yes.
So when you go, let's say you had another baby in a couple of years, you're going to be 44 when you take them to kindergarten.
Watch the table, everyone,
Why?
because it shakes the camera.
Oh, I won't touch.
How old were you guys when you had me?
Gazpacho. Is it what's
I-
this?
Oh, so embarrassing.
37.
Gestapo.
38.
Not
You were
gazpacho.
38, I was 37.
I was 38.
You guys, I'm like
You know
the
what?
Spanish cold tomato soup. Gazpacho. Whitney's like, you're like the gazpacho.
And then
not
the
Gestapo.
Oh, God.
All right.
Well, the whole
It is.
history would have been so different if it was gazpacho instead of gazpacho.
All right.
Oops.
Helen Hicks asked, what would you advise if one is ready to have children before the other parent is?
Oh,
Have
no.
it anyway.
You have to
No,
wait.
no
I
You
was
way.
have to
kidding.
wait till both of you guys are
Exactly.
ready.
Absolutely.
It won't be good moving forward.
No, and
No,
there'll be
no.
a lot of resentment
Yeah.
and other things. No way.
I was
Well,
kidding.
Stephen George points out that Brigitte Nielsen is in her 50s and just had a
54.
child. What do you guys think of that?
God, if it's healthy, fine. And,
Yeah.
I don't
you
know.
know,
I don't have an.
You don't have an. I'm not
I
saying you need to
don't
have an
think I have-
opinion.
well,
I
I do at a certain point. You want to finish?
Welcome. It's like dinner at my house.
Dinner with schmucks.
Yeah. Yeah,
Isn't
that's
that a
what-
movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I
Stop,
don't.
though.
Really?
I don't have an opinion.
I do.
I don't know her reasoning, and I don't know if she's a family. I don't know if it's a single decision. No clue.
Okay, Mom. So Dad says he has an opinion, so let's let him
What
talk.
was the question?
No, moving on.
Missed it.
I love how well you guys get along. My in-laws are absolutely awful. I won't say your name in case they're listening. You guys, this is as good as it gets right now. Dad, MW says your pops is handsome just like you. It's a compliment for both of us. Whitney snacking right now is a big mood. Love it. Now I want some.
A big what? Mood?
Yeah, like that. Like can have people like hashtag mood.
Yeah, it's good. Look at this huge bag of peaches.
We
Only Vicky Port
overstocked
tells me to
yesterday.
go to Costco to get fruit. And
Yeah.
it cuts up
I know.
17 pounds of fruit
I know,
left in
she
my
said to
fridge.
cook the whole
Okay, Olivia Alexander Weber has asked a number of times. Hello from Canada. Many exclamation points. Any advice on job hunting?
To hit for
For
us.
what?
What
That's
kind
probably.
of job?
No, but who's asking?
Olivia Alexander Weber is asking.
How
What do
would-
you want to do?
How you looking for your job, Olivia?
Let me jump in and take this one. My dad has had one job. My mom has had one job. Whitney's job,
I
you
had
can't.
more than one
No,
job.
Mom's had quite a few jobs.
6, 7,
Not as
8
an
jobs.
insult. Okay, then answer the question.
Yeah, she's got different.
Oh no, I've had lots of jobs. My
Then
first job
please.
was at a place called Bergdorf Goodman in New York, and my mother got me the job, and I was a disaster. But that was my first job, and that was in a
Very
long
sorry.
time ago. I did worked in real estate, like a flower shop. I've done.
So
lots
she's
of
had a
things.
lot of jobs. I apologize.
I've only had one job.
Ladies, gentlemen, tables, elbows on the table.
The gazpacho is good.
I was talking to you.
Once is funny.
We
twice
don't want
is not.
everybody to shake.
No, we thank you. See, she's on my side. My
No,
advice
I'm
for
on your
job
side,
hunting, to give you some actual advice, keep a list of all the people who you've ever worked with that could possibly hire you. And when you need a job, reach out to them, see if they have a job that they can offer you. And if they don't, at the very least, get 2 names of someone else you can ask for a job.
Just keep talking about what you want to do
To everybody.
to everybody, and
And join LinkedIn.
absolutely, yeah, in this day and age.
Yeah.
But I remember going to one of those places where, in my day, you're supposed to type and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And they sent me an interview, and they said, "We don't really think that you're qualified for this," because I went to art school and I wasn't qualified for much of anything.
For like a secretary
But
job. Yeah.
I didn't really feel that
that
way.
funny?
I got the
You
job.
guys, this is about to get so awesome. I'll get Sunny. Whitney, you do my job.
You've heard of
Yeah, he's awake.
Okay.
All right. Timmy's dad wanted
She
more
ordered-
peaches. He was looking at them like, don't go.
Is it that obvious?
You want peaches?
No, I just want to have whatever you eat. It doesn't.
Okay.
It could be peaches. It could be blueberries.
Will you guys bring Sunny to NYC? So much fun stuff to do with babes in the city. Yeah, eventually. I think I'm coming out there in September, so maybe we'll bring him. Whitney, did you get the silk scarf I sent you to benefit Alzheimer's? I did.
What is that?
I did. I have every intention on helping you out. I'm sorry I haven't yet. This week was crazy with Sunny's birthday.
I used to moderate.
How long have you guys been married?
42 going on 43 years.
Yippee.
We're doing 42. We're doing 42 to life.
That's a lot, you guys.
It is compared to some in our family.
Okay, where are you guys each from?
New York City.
I was born in Lenox Hill Hospital,
I was born in Women's Hospital in the
New
West
York
Side.
City. Born and bred.
All right. Yay, let's put our hands together for Sonny. Hi, guess who? This is the other generation. He just got up. He's got to go to work soon, so we have to talk
You
to him.
smell like the pool.
I think Timmy's dad wants more peaches.
Yeah.
Wow, this is
This one's for Whitney.
Timmy, you try to tell Sonny
Oh,
not
it's
to.
shit.
Any advice for what moves I should use? Oh, in the bed to make children.
that's probably
personal.
that's probably for later this evening after everybody.
All right, Sonny's gonna shake the table. I can't do anything about it.
Sonny gets special.
Dispensation from the
Squish chickens for me. Squish chicken. Oh, he didn't want to let me.
That's a no, I'm going to call him the sponsor. I like that.
All right.
That's
Whitney, did you experience postpartum hair shed, and how did you deal?
Yeah, I shed a lot of hair. I still am. I didn't do anything. There's nothing to do. I don't know.
Oh, you know who did deal? Me, by taking the hair out of the drain and buying Drano to unclog the drain. That's how we dealt. Next question. What's Sonny? Pull him.
Coming into your living room live is Sonny.
Whitney? What sleep sack is that?
Good question. I don't know. But
Fell off
It's
the
nice
truck.
and soft.
yeah, it is. Let me see. I'd have to take it off. It's on inside out right now.
Veronica Rios, I know. I'm trying to make this a pleasant experience for you guys, but I have higher expectations for adults about shaking the table, and Sonny's just a baby, so he can't live up to the same expectations.
Granted.
Okay, Whitney, Sonny is starting to look more like you now, someone said. Tell them how important that is for you.
Yay.
Tell
I
him-
mean, it's
tell him
not
what-
that important.
Well,
But
tell them what everyone was saying and how it made you feel. Uh-oh.
he wants the computer.
When they all said that he looked like me, talk about
I mean,
Right.
everyone would say like he's mini Timmy, like he looks exactly like Timmy. And it's not that I had a problem with him looking like Timmy. It's that I wanted to see a little bit of myself in him.
Absolutely.
Why?
And
Just
now,
because he's your baby?
yeah,
Yeah.
like, and now that people are starting to see it,
I didn't
You
see
saw
any
his-
of myself in Hillary. None.
No, I don't
Really?
either.
None.
I see
None. I see more of myself in Kate than I do in
yeah,
Hillary.
I see it. Yeah, that's true.
But I
Do you see
see-
yourself in Timmy?
I see Timmy.
Yes,
I see-
Timmy and I have chins that are similar, eyes that are similar, and a mouth that I think is
See what you get
similar.
when you have
He's
kiddies
got
into
Dad's
technology.
nose, and he's his coloring.
Yeah.
And everybody said the same thing. He looks just like his dad.
And Timmy and Sonny looks just like Timmy did when he was a baby.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, those
Yeah.
pictures where they did on the
Yeah.
poster, you know,
Sonny's
the
cute.
coaster that he made.
He is.
Until
Chris just
Timmy
said
got to be-
Sonny is cuter than Timmy is.
But then Timmy became a
You have
toe.
to accept that. You can't.
He became a towhead, and then he was really.
We have to talk one at a time. Ah, chickens!
Okay.
Here, take this. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Whitney, 5 more minutes. Okay, any other questions? Everyone's just saying how cute he is. You guys, he can see himself, and he's just trying to basically get to where we
Get to
are.
you guys.
All right, let's just let him and see what happens.
So who's seeing this?
Everyone does. No, I won't. I'm not gonna let him fall off the table.
No.
If it ends, it's because of Sonny. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. I'm in the armpit. Thank you guys so much. I
Um,
wish someone could take a
See you
screenshot of
next
this
year.
right now.
Yeah. Oh, they're-
take a screenshot of this and send it to us.
us.
Family portrait. Oh,
Oops.
With
Don't-
fingerprints.
don't worry, it's a work computer. I don't care if you break it.
Really?
I do care. It would be annoying.
You just
All right, guys.
texted Mom
Thank
that.
you for. Oh, all right.
I think
and
that's it.
we're
No, we're still there.
Okay.
Go to find her.
Come here, buddy. You know.
He's typing like Ukrainian now.
Let's go play with your toys. All right. We love you guys.
Say goodbye. Say
Jam on
goodbye.
his
I didn't
elbows.
get you
Bye, guys.
anything,
It's okay. I can't.
glasses, water, or your.
Hit the like button.
Okay, Sunny.
All right,
Sunny.
I want ice water. That's what
Sunny. Come here. Let's look at some.
Oh, I wanted to water. What was I gonna water? Something.